Okay, let's jump right in. We've got a real puzzle for you today. Why on earth would an AI pioneer choose to set up shop in Milan? A city we all think of for fashion, for food, for that relaxed lifestyle. Not exactly a high-tech hub. So what's really going on here? Let's figure it out. This quote from Steven, the data scientist we're talking about today, it really gets to the heart of the whole thing. It's not about taking the easy road. It's about finding real purpose where the challenges are the biggest. So this is Steven. And get this, after spending 12 years in banking, he made this massive pivot. He walked away from the super stable world of finance and dived headfirst into the uncertain, exciting frontier of AI, even going back to school in Milan for it. And his journey is the perfect way for us to look at this huge clash of cultures. You've got the crazy, high-speed energy of Silicon Valley on one side, and on the other, the much more careful, traditional way of doing things in Europe. And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? In Silicon Valley, it's all about being seen. Move fast, break things, just get your name out there. But in Europe, the whole mindset is different. It's about craftsmanship, about making the product absolutely perfect before anyone ever sees it. It's like a marathon versus a series of wild, frantic sprints. There's actually a name for this kind of pressure in Silicon Valley. They call it the duck effect. It looks so calm and graceful on the surface, right? But underneath, they are paddling like mad just to stay afloat. It's this culture of intense, nonstop, and often totally hidden competition. Meanwhile, over in Europe, you've got a totally different set of problems. A business culture that's way more conservative, a tangled mess of regulations, and bureaucracy that just slows everything down. And to put it into perspective, one analysis showed the EU's entire investment in computing power was less than what a single person like Elon Musk has. I mean, it's no surprise people call Europe an AI valley. All right, so with all of those hurdles, the red tape, the lack of resources, why in the world would you pick Europe to build an AI community? It seriously seems like you're starting a race with weights tied to your ankles. It just doesn't seem to make sense, does it? But this is exactly where Steven's background in finance gave him a completely different way of looking at things. He wasn't just seeing roadblocks, he was spotting market inefficiencies. He basically applied classic finance 101 to the problem. He saw that Europe's slower pace and all its fragmentation, well, that created information gaps and resource mismatches. And those are the exact conditions where someone smart can find a real edge. It lets you build a tight-knit community that solves specific local problems that the giants in Silicon Valley are way too big and busy to even notice. Now, this long-term, focused approach isn't just about building a business. It's a whole philosophy, really, and it connects perfectly to another passion, podcasting. I mean, think about it. We live in a world of 15-second videos and content that disappears in a flash. Well, for Steven, podcasting is the total opposite. It's a space for deep, real conversations. He sees it as something you can do for your entire life, a way to build a body of work by just exploring ideas with people. And that really takes podcasting to another level, right? It's not just making content. It's about co-creating a legacy. Every single conversation becomes a piece of this bigger thing that lives online forever. And who knows who it might inspire years from now. So what's the bottom line here? Whether you're building an AI community or a podcast, the goal is the same. You have to cut through all the noise. In a world that is just drowning in shallow content and hype, a deep, authentic conversation, that is the most valuable thing you can create. That's the real signal. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit, because this idea of building something that actually lasts, it's more important than ever when you look at the chaos that's been shaking up the entire AI world lately. So what is really going on? You've all seen the headlines, I'm sure. It's been brutal. Companies like Meta and Amazon laying off tens of thousands of people. And we're not just talking about low performers. Some of the absolute brightest, top-tier AI scientists suddenly found themselves out of a job. So of course, everyone's asking, is this it? Is the AI bubble finally about to pop? What we're really seeing is this massive shift in strategy. The old days of just expanding like crazy, hiring thousands of people just because you could, yeah, those are over. The new game is all about efficiency and productization. Companies are asking, how can AI make us leaner? And how do we turn this research into a real product that makes money, like right now? So what is this, really? Is it a bubble bursting, or is it something else? Maybe more like a structural cleansing? A lot of people are arguing it's a necessary correction. It's shaking out the ridiculously overvalued companies, getting rid of all the copycats, and finally shifting the focus back to businesses that have a real, profitable model. And that leaves us with the biggest question of all. It's not really about predicting whether a bubble is going to pop. The real question you have to ask yourself, whether you're in the Valley of Europe or the volcano of Silicon Valley, is this: are you building something with real, durable value? Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to survive.